Hello, I'm Czardus, and welcome back to my Cities Skylines for New Players series. Today we are going to do a fail-proof start. I'm going to show you how to get a city started without any issues. And but before we do that, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. I have loads of Cities Skylines content that you will probably enjoy. Anyway, so getting a new city started, you go to New Game, and then, of course, you find the map you want. We're going to do a base game map. We'll just do Two Rivers. It's a good map. It is the basis of my Havenbury series, and I know it is from the base game. But anyway, we'll just do start, and then we'll get started. Okay, so when the game loads up, first of all, you get this little welcome thing that we're just going to close that off. But you find your starting square, and here is the starting square for this map. And you want to find your entry point, which is here. So this one, the highway connects in, and it should be right-hand traffic. Yep, there we go. And what you need to do first is build a road, and then you can delete that. So now we have gained access to the two-lane road, the two-lane one-way, and the dirt road. And we are going to use the dirt road because that is the cheapest option. So what I want to do is I want to get an entrance, and we're going to have industrial area near the highway because that will have the most traffic that goes in and out of your city. You always want to have it near your external connections, and your highway is your initial external connection because that can go all the way out here. By the way, I'm using a few mods for visual purposes. Like this one, we can go all the way out this way, and that can go there. We'll talk about mods in another video later on in the series here, but this can go in, and we're going to get a road. What we'll do is we'll actually bring one road here because eventually we will have that be a wider thing, and then I just want to connect those, and this is going to be our main arterial going into our little city. Over here we will bring a road this way, and like I said, this will be industrial, and we'll get power and sewage in here as well. We'll bring a road here. We'll just get a quick little grid there, which can provide us with a little bit of industry. Then we'll have commercial that will go in between these two. And starting about here, we will get our residential. And I think we'll just do one little grid. Very simple. We'll get this here and bring that way. Bring this in like so. That should be connected. Yep, we can connect that road there and this one, so that now we can get residential in here. We'll get one more block here. And in fact, I want to go 2 here. So we're going to get residential over here. We'll get industry on the right side of the screen, and we'll put a little bit of commercial in between. And you do that because your goods that are produced in your industry are going to then get delivered to your commercial. And so there will be, by having the commercial in between the industry and the residential, no trucks will be going in the residential because there's no need for them to go that way. They're just making deliveries to the commercial in here. And your people will end up driving from their home to the commercial or all the way over to industry, depending on where they work and where they are shopping. So that is what we'll do for roads here. Then we need to get power. And I talked about power options in the last episode of this series about power and water. But once again, you have 2 options at the beginning. You have wind turbines, which you can place where there is a good wind production, which would be over here as opposed to over here. Or you can do coal. I highly, highly recommend doing coal because one coal power plant for $19,000 of your upfront cost will end up producing 40 megawatts, whereas your wind power will only, it only costs $6,000 to build it, the first one, but even if you get the most power you can, you need 5 wind turbines, or 30,000 of your initial upfront cost to match 1 coal power plant. And yes, the upkeep is a bit higher for the coal, because here, if you have 80 per week of upkeep and you build 5 of them, that is only 400 per week as opposed to the 560. So wind would be more efficient in the long run than your coal. Coal is better at the beginning because you are going to run into problems with cash at the very beginning. So I recommend starting with 1 coal power plant, and then eventually we'll need another one. Let's go ahead and put this over here, and then we need water. So we're going to have a water tower. You don't want your water tower to be near your industry, because your industry is going to produce ground pollution, and your ground pollution will then seep into your water supply if you put your water tower near your ground pollution. Instead, we will put this over here in an anticipated commercial area, or perhaps a park could go in here. We'll get that there, and then we need water treatment as well. We will do an inland water treatment plant, and we'll put that near our power plant. Now, the reason why I've put these all really close is because then we need to connect them with pipes and with power. So we'll get a pipe down this way, and this can go all the way down this road as well. Then we'll connect the water there and connect the water here. Bring this pipe down this way, and this pipe down this way. Then we're going to put power. We will bring it from here over to our water tower, and then on a little bit further to where we will have residential. So now, to get things started, we are going to put residential zoning in here. Let's take that rock out so that it can zone all in here. And we'll do just a little at a time. We'll get that there. And I'm also going to put 1 house here, or like a little bit of a house there, so that the power jumps. And we'll go ahead and unpause. I'm going to be on speed 3 because that will fill this in much quicker. Okay, so this is almost all the way filled in, and we're going to get more residential in there. That will fill in more, and now you can see we're starting to get some commercial demand. So we'll go ahead and put some commerce in here. I do want to get a road. How far is this? This is 400. So we'll get a road about 400. We'll put it like that. We'll get another road there. There we go. So this can be our commercial area. Now we're getting industry demand. So we're going to fill this with industry. And pretty soon we're going to hit that first milestone, which is where I always presume that we have achieved what you need to do to know that you are in good shape in this is you need to get to that second milestone. So the first milestone is easy to get to. It's 420 people. We'll get there soon. We are losing money right now, but that is okay. We have a lot in reserves, and eventually we will be positive in our income. That is getting there. But that second one, you reach a point where you can get another tile unlocked. And I feel like once you have achieved unlocking a second tile, you are in really good shape because you have plenty of land that you can continue to expand. There we have positive income, so that is good. And we are going to start getting residential demand again soon because our zoning is almost filled up. And then we'll be able to fill this part as well. And this, we should get about 400, almost 400 people in here. 360, probably about 400. So then the second one will get us to 800, which is pretty close to that worthy village. So we might need to build a little bit more roads, but for the most part, we are in really good shape. Let's go ahead and get that zoned now. So that will fill in, and that will be our fail-proof start, I believe. We probably are going to need a little bit more industry, so I am going to expand this a little bit. Oh, there we go. That's the first milestone. Now, when you reach that first milestone, you do get garbage, and you have to build a landfill. You also unlock healthcare and education. I don't recommend using or building either the elementary school or the medical clinic, and we'll talk about that here real quick. The medical clinic costs $10,000. You only have $44,000, and you're going to need a new power plant before too much longer. So, and that's going to cost $19,000. So you should already be planning that about $20,000 of this is going to have to go to a power plant. So the first thing you have to do is you need to build a landfill, because they will complain that you don't have landfill coverage, or garbage. You're not getting rid of your garbage. So we're going to build a landfill, and what I'll do is I will bring the landfill over this way. And tuck it all the way back in the corner. We can get the landfill over here, and that will serve the whole area. That cost $4,000, so now we're down to $39,000. And if $20,000 is going to be needed for a new power plant, and potentially at some point we may need another water tower, which is another $3,500, and another $2,500 for a water treatment. Although those, you won't need those for a bit longer, but eventually you will need them, and that's another $6,000. So now you're talking $26,000 needs to go to that. Now you start to think, okay, well, medical clinic is $10,000 to build it, and then another $400 a week to upkeep. We only have $571 a week that we are earning right now. If we do a school, that's another $10,000 and another $160 a week to maintain. They don't need to have their education yet, so don't give it to them. But they do need their landfill, so don't forget about the landfill. Let's go ahead and get another block of roads in place so that we can build more industry here. We'll go ahead and put this right in there. That's going to fill in, provide more jobs so that we'll be ready to get this out here. And we can expand this over here. We'll get another couple blocks of residential in. Now we need to get some water out there. We also out here didn't build water here, so we'll get that in place too. And put our zoning in there. Now we should be in really good shape. We are earning money, so if you really wanted to build a school, you probably could do it now. I don't recommend it. Again, I like to wait until it is until the budget is very, very stable. Do need a little bit more commerce, so we'll get another little bit in there. And this start is a pretty bland start, and eventually we will, like I said before, we'll need to upgrade this road that is coming off the highway, because if we look at traffic, we are starting to see this area is starting to get a bit more traffic, and it could be an issue. But we will talk about traffic in another video as well, and the things that you can do. The important thing in this video was a fail-proof start, and I think we are very close to achieving that. Yep, look at that. We have our second tile unlocked. At this point, you would need to do fire and police pretty soon. You can put them off a little bit, but eventually a fire will break out and you will need fire service, and there will be crime that starts to occur and you will need to do police as well. But for now, that is all we need. So that is where we will leave this one. We have achieved a fail-proof start. We have a solid weekly income. We have enough money that we could build more power if we needed to. And this city is off to a great start. So I hope that helps you. If it does, make sure to leave a comment and let me know. But thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.